1027 WNEW, New York.
Ron and Fez, 1027 WNEW.
All right, Joe is trying to tell me something. Joe, what is on your mind? It's been on your mind for a couple minutes.
Well,
Joe Poo.
Yes, Joe Poo.
Well, my parents, when I was younger,
Yes?
they used to take me to a nude beach.
You know, during the last break, I heard you saying something about this, and I usually just tune you out, because I don't like to hear you during commercials either.
Now I'm going to ask you to do something and swear to God. Did they really, or is this one of your little...
I swear to God, I was going to go say it before, but I was like, maybe I shouldn't tell this one on the radio.
So your parents were nudists?
Yeah, kind of, especially during the summer.
Were they nudists around the house?
Yeah, quite frequently they would walk around without clothes on.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, now how old were you when you used to go to nude beaches?
I had to be about 3 or 4 years old.
And they're taking you to a nude beach?
Yeah, but I wore clothes. I had a diaper on.
Right. In the meantime...
Building a sandcastle on it.
God.
I didn't know that about your folks.
Yeah, they used to go to nudist colonies sometimes, but mainly we would go to Sandy Hook Beach.
And the nude
I'm
section.
shocked.
This doesn't sound like the same people that the guy who once beat you for wearing a Thundercats vest. When you think a nudist...
It was for having any clothes on.
Oh, that's what it was for. When you think nudist, you think open-minded, kind of a hippie air about him.
They smoked pot, so I guess they thought they were hippies.
So your mom and dad were naked, smoking pot in front of you as a little kid.
On the beach.
And here's the thing. No wonder you grew up eating poo.
I know, exactly. Ronnie, look what I just found. Another piece of the puzzle.
Hey, kids, it's me, Joe Poo Sr. Get in the car, we're going to go nude beach. Daddy's going to show off his hairy sack. My fondest memory was...
Yeah.
They're up on the beach for some reason, and they let this old group of old ladies take me into the water.
Oh, that's always a nice thing. Let strangers take your child into the water under any circumstances.
And I remember being on a raft and just being surrounded by saggy teats as they're pushing me around in the water.
My gosh, what a nightmare.
If I was you, I'd be just happy to get away from my dead sack. Now, what is the whole purpose of nudist? Is it to pick up chicks? Were your parents swingers?
No, they weren't.
Were they
swingers.
swapping?
No.
They just wanted people to see their genitals and to see other people's.
Yeah, I thought it was a normal thing. I thought all the kids, my age were doing that.
Did you see any other families there?
No, it was mainly old people.
And you're getting handed over to a bunch of naked seniors.
Right.
Women.
That's the thing about a nude beach is... It's not like young, attractive people. They're just normal people. And it's not necessarily people with, great breasts or a guy with a big C.
Mm-hmm.
It's just normal people who, I guess, shorts drive them insane.
It was always older men with saggy sacks and little D's, and then the older ladies.
You have such vivid memories of the men.
I remember. Who's going to forget if Fezzy? Joe Poo is walking around. He's literally bull-sized at the time. He's right there. He's coming up to everybody's D.
You're trying to get through the picnic buffet line, and you're just getting whacked in the face, sack by sack, as you're trying to get through to the hamburgers.
You were there?
Here's what's also weird about that. All right, normally, if I think of a nudist, I think of somebody like living in a tropical paradise or up in the Rocky Mountains or Northern California. Fez brought up hippies, but there's real back to the... your folks are living in Bayonne in a row house. What gave them this whole back to nature feeling?
I don't know. My dad rode a Harley. That was closest to nature we got.
I know. Here's the thing. Your mom is a nice person. She's a waitress. Not that nice people don't do that, but I mean, it just doesn't seem to match the lifestyle. Your mom's a waitress living in Bayonne and hitting nude colonies and nudist beaches on the weekends. This is like Alice taking Tommy and Mel and getting naked.
Well, she wasn't a waitress then. She worked in a cheesesteak shop.
I'm starving.
She must have been really warm and just needed to get those clothes off of her.
All right, let me ask you this. You ever say to your mom, hey, why were we naked in public when we were younger? Was your little sister naked?
No, she wasn't born yet.
All right,
so they just dragged me there. I don't remember her ever being at the nude beach. We had pictures at home, too, and this is what brought it back. It's just me in a little beach hat with a diaper on, and in the background, nobody has clothes on.
Can you please bring in the pictures?
All right, here's what I think, though. Unwritten rule. If you're at a nude beach, you shouldn't be allowed to take pictures.
Right.
And suddenly it's porn.
Who's got the camera?
Now, personally, I don't have any problem with nude beach. I never understood the philosophy behind it, though. Because everyone says it's not sexual.
Right.
It's not sexual.
I don't understand this part of it. When they do say it's liberating and it's freeing, I would never feel more constricted than if I was naked. I wouldn't feel free to wander around.
Here's what people, when I've read about it, they say it's like that for the first couple minutes where you feel weird, and then after that, it's no big deal. They said if literally everybody took off their clothes, it would be no big deal. And fat guys say you don't look as fat walking around naked, which I find hard to believe.
How can naked be slimming?
Yeah.
You're just hanging everywhere. You're sagging in every direction.
Well, apparently the situation is like you don't have pants to suddenly have your gut be hanging over. You just kind of take on a shape like a pear rather than a pear stuffed inside something tight.
Oh, my gosh. Finally, you let that camel toe breathe.
And then they say for like fat black guys, it's slimming.
Really?
Well, you're wearing all black.
Sure.
There was one in Florida, in Sarasota, and I can't think of the name of this beach. But I walked down there with a pair of shorts one time, and there was a lot of Europeans hanging out there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this year, I'm out in Central Park. I actually have my kids with me. Lady, hot as F, out in the middle of the park. She comes up, she's like dressed as a businesswoman, takes off all her clothes and lays down in sunbase.
Nice.
And I mean, it's a Sunday in Central Park. And I'm like, I can't concentrate the rest of the day. I'm thinking, roll over, baby. Come on, roll over. You know, I'm throwing a Frisbee near her. I'm running by. But that could be your mom, Joe, while you're yelling nice.
It's not my mom.
Your mom was naked in public.
That's true.
And your dad, too.
I know, and they would lay close together, so that would weird me out, too.
All right, hold on. Some people... All right, we got... Now, are these people nudists that are calling us now?
We'll have to check with Staples.
All right, here's Mike. Mike, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Hey, buddy.
You know, it's not too uncomfortable going to a nudist camp. The only thing uncomfortable about it is when you're sitting down at a table with the people, naked, eating.
Now, somebody told me at a nudist camp, you always carry a towel with you so you can sit on a towel. You got your tail. It's like a prison towel.
Yeah, right. If you're not prepared, you know, they have cabins over there, and if you're sitting down eating with some people, you got those splinters in your butt from the chairs, you know.
All right.
Yeah, that's true. They do eat naked. I remember being at a naked barbecue.
Well, I mean, what are you going to suddenly go put on your pants?
I know, but at every picnic, you know, when the picnic benches run out, there's always that person that has to sit on a stoop with their plate on their crotch, here's it on their lap.
Here's a situation where this guy writes in, was Joe Pooh's mom selling shade at the nude beach?
No, she's a thin woman.
I know, I'm only kidding you. He said it, not me. All right, another question. Did Tara Lipinski go to the nude beach?
No, she's never been to a nude beach. She had a nice family.
She only wore skates. Maybe that's why they have nothing to do with you.
A pair of skates and a gold medal. That's all she'll wear.
Hey, Jason. Jason, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Jason. Jason.
Hey, guys, what's happening?
Hey, buddy.
What can we do for you?
Went to Sandy Hook 2 summers ago. And it sounds like it's a bit different now than when Joe went. It's about 10% hetero, 10% European, and 80% gay guys.
What part did you go to, Joe Poo?
He was a toddler. He was with the gay toddler.
It was the early 80s. Everybody was doing it.
I saw one family there with kids.
That was the Poos.
Yeah, I never played with children. I was always on my own on that beach.
Yeah, you're always swinging sack to sack.
And the weird thing is, there were tents. And I couldn't understand why there was tents on the beach.
Everyone was tense.
Well, you have to get out. Stop burning for a while.
Yeah, your genitals are on fire at a certain point.
I was wondering if something else was going on in there.
Now, all right, so why were you there, Jason?
I had a lady friend who I'd known for about 8 years that I couldn't get her naked, and I wanted to see her naked.
All right, now by this lady friend, you mean another guy?
No.
Because we ain't judging you, we got Fez on this show.
No.
What?
She had a nice set of D's.
All right, so you say...
Not
what-
A-D, but a set
all right, so,
of D's.
and how many years did this take?
It was like 6 years or so.
All right, so for 6 years, you
She
can't
was
see her
out of
naked.
town. She was out of town for 4 years.
He wanted to go there to see a couple of D's.
So the only way you can get a woman's clothes off is take her to a nude beach.
A gay one.
Well, she promised that she would put a show on for me, but she was living in South Carolina, so, and I was in Jersey.
This doesn't seem like anything like a nude beach should be. Like people going there and putting on shows.
What?
But there's a lot of boats anchored right off the shore, and I was wondering if I was going to be on the internet the next week. With people,
Oh,
with
yeah, I guess
telescopic
that's really true. So a lot of people just ride their boats by?
Yeah, I'm sure binoculars and telescopic lenses on the cameras and all that stuff.
Yeah, Joe Poo. Lord knows who has vacation pictures of your mom.
The beach police used to pull up with the binoculars and look onto the beach.
The beach police, well, they're looking at Mom. The beach police. All right, thanks. Here is Sean. Sean, you're on Manifest. How you doing?
Hey, Sean.
Hey, what's up, boys?
Hey.
No, Joe Poo brings up a funny thing about Sandy Hook. My grandfather, back in his late 70s, he used to go out to Sandy Hook, and my grandmother noticed that he had the stick on his car for the nude beach. So one day we go out there to figure out what the hell he's doing out there. He's sitting behind a sand dune with binoculars.
And just checking out all the nudies.
He was just checking them out.
Right,
I tell you,
he's slowly jacking. He's gently jacking while he's got his binoculars.
we didn't.
Papa, please. The beach police are there looking at Mom.
Well, my grandpa gently checks. 877-692-1027.
Hey, Junior. Junior, you're on Manifest.
Hey,
Hello?
Junior.
Hey, what's happening, guys?
What can we do for you, Junior?
Nothing much. I was at that beach that Joe Poo's talking about. It's called Gunnison Beach in Sandy Hook. A friend of mine tells me we gotta go. There's all hot go-go dancers there, all these hot girls from South Jersey. So we go down there. It's a bunch of pimply-assed old men walking around, tripping over their saggy bees. It's disgusting down there. So now we're walking on the beach, and I wasn't taking my clothes off. It was a little bird watchers down there, you know?
Right.
So the guy was just talking about the tents on the beach before. So we're walking, and there's all you see is the lower half of a guy's body hanging out of his tent. Just from his waist down, it's hanging out. And you ever see, like, the African, like, princes, the fly swatter they have, the horse's tail? He's swatting the flies off his D with the thing. I swear to God.
Oh, my gosh.
Naked old men playing volleyball. You've never seen anything like it in your life.
Here's the weird thing. Why do nudists love volleyball so much? Not one of them will think, let's bring some horseshoes.
Right.
Constant with the volleyball.
It's gotta hurt diving in the sand.
Yeah, I ain't going after nothing there.
Something where I can jump and everyone can see every piece of flab jiggle.
And first of all, I'm saying, all right, if I'm playing, no spiking.
Because you don't know where you're going to get spiked at.
Hey, Vince, you're on the fence.
Hey, Vince.
Hey, guys, how you doing? I just want to tell you, last year I was unemployed for the summer, so I went down to Sandy Hook for the first time.
Yeah.
First time was a little modest, so I went all the way down to the end and noticed there was no women down there, and figured out there was the gay end.
The gay end, we know what end that is, my friend.
So I went back a few more times and eventually got into the family end. And
all right, that makes me uncomfortable.
And that's what you wanted, the one with the children.
Not the family end.
All right, somebody sends me this thing. It's called pictureview.com, pictureview.com. There are pictures in here of nudists, and it is a complete family situation.
Well, it was uncomfortable to having a little 10-year-old running around. It just was wrong.
Did it ever come up?
No. Nothing ever came up.
Joe Poo, do you think you were there illegally?
No, I think it's legal.
I'm looking at pictures right here. They have full family situations. How can that work out?
But there are enough sites that you don't want to see to offset the sites that you really do want to see. And the big move is to get up and go into the water. That's the big move. It took like 5 times before I got up the nerve to...
Why were you afraid to go in the water?
Shrinkage.
All right, but here's the thing. You honestly think that these people who sit around and are going, all right, we're nudists, we think the body is beautiful no matter how it looks, whether it's a fat old lady or a model, they're going to care if your sack shrinks a little bit?
I think they've seen it all at that point. They've seen every bit of shrinkage.
I thought the whole point was not to care.
To let everyone just be free and sag everywhere they want to.
It seemed like the nudists kept to themselves, like they would stay in their little parties or whatever.
All right, on that pictureview.com, I went completely from the nude exhibitions to Lolita's effing.
Oh, nice.
I just moved on. This is a wild-ass site. This is ridiculous.
Pictureview.com.
Here is Monica. Monica, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, Monica.
Hi.
Yeah.
What can we do for you?
I love you guys.
Yeah.
My friends and I went, and there's this old shriveled man there, and he paints your body. And he paints your whole body. And I mean your whole body.
Did he paint you?
Nope, I didn't do it, but my friends did, and they have pictures.
Really?
And what's he paint on you? Did he just paint you
Anything you want. And we had a camera with us, and we all took pictures.
And it's the whole thing?
Oh, yeah, pretty much. I mean, just a few areas left out.
Is he nude?
Yeah.
Did he paint your lips?
No, not that far. If it's the one I think you're talking about.
Yeah.
But he got everything else. So, whole scenery. So he was very talented.
Sure, I would be too.
So now you're walking around painting with trees on you.
He used a paintbrush, not his hands.
All right, thanks a lot, man.
Put me in a big cat suit. Just paint a cat suit on me.
Hey, Louis, you're on Run of Fez.
Yo, what's up, boys?
Yeah.
Listen, man, I gotta tell you, I went to Sandy Hook a couple years ago, and it changed my life. Because I used to actually think that, I didn't fear getting old because I thought I'd get older, wiser. I was looking forward to that part of life. But now that I couldn't believe what I saw.
First of all, why you're all excited about that, have you ever heard a woman say, I want a guy whose sack is hanging below his knees? Now, believe me, I was in a steam bath in Miami before. I'm at a spa, the health spa down there. A couple old Jews walked by, and I'm like, oh, my God.
Looks like Tarzan's been swinging on those things.
Nothing should drop that far.
Yeah, I didn't know that they could actually hang down that far. I mean, it scares. Can you get like a ball tuck or something? Because I don't want to hang down like that.
Yeah, you can get a tuck.
Yeah, I want to get something.
And then save that skin in case you need a skin graft at some point.
How uncomfortable was this for you as a kid, Joey, going to a nude beach?
I'm more uncomfortable about it now that I remember all these things.
It's like remembering being touched.
Yeah. At the time,
I really do what you think. Anybody touch you?
No, I had a diaper on.
It seems like there would have been plenty of opportunity.
With the old ladies on the raft.
So it wasn't that uncomfortable as a kid?
Only when I would see my parents urinate.
What? What, they didn't shut the door?
No, they didn't go to the bathroom or the ocean. They would just slide down the beach towel, dig a hole, and then bury it.
Your mom...
Oh, my gosh.
Your mom would sit there and whiz like an Arab in the sand. Like an Arab or a cat in the sand.
Like Sandy Hook is her personal litter box.
Right. But they would bury it, though.
And then they would just sit there and lay next to it?
Well, if you picture laying flat...
A urine hole?
Yeah, it was all the way at the foot end of the blanket, so when they would slide down that way, after they were finished, they'd bury it and then go lay back down.
Why wouldn't someone go into the ocean?
I don't know, it seems like a far walk when you gotta go.
But it seems awful to dig a hole, do your business, and then sit there and continue to lay next to it.
Well, what's the matter? You're gonna go in the water or on the beach, it doesn't matter.
Are you making this up?
No, I'm not making this up.
It sounds made up.
No, I swear, this is my life.
All right, let's get back to unwritten rules. I say this. If, let's say, everyone uses the ocean to take a whiz in, right?
Right.
And bring Al in for this. I want Al as part of this.
So he understands.
Right. And we'll check to see if everybody agrees with us. All right, and I'll just look around the room. Everybody has whizzed in the ocean, right?
True.
Everybody has whizzed in the ocean. Now, let me ask you this. Do you take it out or whiz through your shorts or bathing suit? Joe?
Through the bathing suit.
Animal. Rory?
I used to pee in my wetsuit to keep myself warm.
So you enjoy it. You love staying in your own.
No, you look forward to it.
When you're surfing, when you're like in 40-degree water, you need every little heat you possibly can get.
I wouldn't. All right. What about just normal? You're in the you're wearing your shorts, your bathing suit.
Just my bathing suit. I'd probably pull it down.
All right. What are you saying? Probably. Either you do or you don't.
I do.
Why pull it down? I say yank it out to the side instead of pulling it down like a little girl. All right, Hulk. What about you? And I know you don't swim a lot in Queens.
Through the bathing suit.
Oh, you animal! You're animal! All right, Al. What about you?
Bathing suit.
Or do you actually get in the car and drive home? Crying the whole way.
He will leave the beach.
Because the water rinses it.
Well, first of all, we're talking to a guy who saw his mom crouch over the beach in Sandy Hook.
Right.
She was.
My dad, too.
Your dad at least could stand up.
No, he would sit there and just hose it in.
God.
Your mom is at a Sandy Hook with a Sandy Crack.
Dropping mud, too?
You're so disgusting.
We go to the bathroom for that.
Really? Aren't you evolving? Look at you and your fam.
We didn't have toilet tissue.
Hey, Hoss, couldn't keep it in their pockets.
Hey, guys, let me tell you something. My parents were the same way when I was younger. They dig the holes and,
Yeah, see?
do their duty, and sometimes you'd step in it, right, Joe?
Oh!
Disgusting.
Yeah,
All right, guys, make the great rules.
She does rule. That's filthy. You were raised by filthy people. Joe Pooh Sr., I can't believe you.
It's just animalistic to dig a hole, sit there, do your business, and then continue to lay around in it.
It's at the foot of the blanket. You're not actually laying in it.
How about walking into the ocean like a gentleman?
I know you're not sticking your face in that hole, but you're laying right there in the vicinity.
But it's buried.
Doesn't it stink?
No, it's buried.
Sergio has something to tell Rory. Sergio, you're on the fence.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Serge.
Hey, listen. If you whiz in your wetsuit, you invite shark attacks. It's a known fact.
That's not true.
Is that an unwritten rule?
Well, here's the weird thing. Don't you get some kind of diaper rash like a baby as you're sitting in your own urine all day?
No, because the way a wetsuit works is it brings water in and then warms it up. So all you got to do is just,
fan it?
Just open it up a little bit, open up your sleeves or your legs or something like that. And it would just go
water
out.
will rush through.
Water will rush right through it.
So you're not staying in that.
No.
I know, because it seems like if you're out surfing all day and then you finally come in and you get out of your wetsuit, there's just got to be this big pee splash.
No. By the time I get out, it's all been flushed out and everything.
Hey, Jake, you're on the fence.
You're a good boy. Hi, Jake.
Yeah, what's up, guys? I am a surfer also, although now I'm old. I just boogie board. And
Hey,
Rory,
doggy.
Yeah, I understand how it gets you, brother.
It's rough standing up
I'm
when
just
you're
going to lay down. I'm all the way here. I'm exhausted. I'm just going to lay down.
Yeah, you don't have to stand up.
But then make up excuses. Hey, I love being in the wave. I'm more of a part of a wave. I'm not fighting it. I'm really a soul surfer.
Ronnie, you still come down the crest. It's still the same rush.
Yeah,
but there's no rush like when you're freezing your balls. Whoops, I'm sorry.
That's
off.
okay.
And you pee in your wetsuit. It's like this warm stream just comes up. I totally relate to Rory. He knows.
Yeah, the gentle warmth that you can feel.
Yeah, and we're not talking a dry suit. Water flows through it. I mean, you don't come out all crusty, Fez.
It seems awful. It seems like if you really had to go, it would start filling up in the wetsuit and get it up to your chin.
Well, if you want to hear even worse, once I had to do the other thing out there on the surface.
Right. That must have been warm.
Yeah, the embarrassing thing was it was a floater, and there's about 8 surfers lined up. Need I say no more?
Yeah.
They didn't know who it came from.
Sure, yeah. And you're like, this is sick.
Yeah, this conversation is twisted. I better let you get back to
business. All right, thanks you.
Ron and Fez, 102.7 WMU.